Here's Morris. In trouble. Lets it go. Caught. And not enough for the first down on fourth down. The Colorado defense holds. Sanders takes a knee, and how about this? Prime time.
Coach Gary Barnett, voice of the Buffs, Mark Johnson. The prime era is upon us. The offensive line was very good today, but those skill players are off the charts.
They are, and you know, the biggest thing that we changed in this transition is the skill players on both sides of the ball, but especially in offense. And we're deep. I mean, we didn't even get to play some guys that are really good. So, and then they have to perform, and they did. And those guys acted like they'd been with Shedeur 24 hours a day, and they had great sense of timing and relying on each other, knowing where it's going to be, and then they made plays, which is, you know, Coach Sanders is going to tell you, any coach is going to say, you can do this, but you got to make plays if you're going to win.
Shedeur Sanders, 82% completion percentage, 510 yards passing. That's a Colorado all-time career single-game record. 4 passing touchdowns. You and I thought he was good. I thought he was masterful out there today.
He was unbelievable. And I know everybody's asked me, because I coach quarterbacks, is he a good player? How good is he? I said, he's really good. Yeah. He's really good, and I only saw him. I see him at practice, and I saw the 2 games he played last year, but he's really a good quarterback.
I think coming to this game, there was a legitimate question about offensive line depth. Can they protect number 2? We joked with Bill O'Boyle. I said, how many times have you been told protect number 2? He said, millions. That offensive line played very, very well. You talked about a replay during the broadcast.
They played great. And you know what, Mark, was most amazing? They played the whole game. Yep. They did not substitute hardly at all. And my biggest concern coming down was it was going to be so hot that we'd have to play 2 offensive lines, and I didn't know if we had. But those guys combined that with the game plan and the play calling. It gave those guys a chance to do what they did today. And then Shedeur getting rid of the ball and making something out of a bad play. Sean Lewis called a masterful game. He and Tom O'Boyle and the rest of those offensive coaches, receiver coaches, they did a great job all through camp. And you could see that. You know, you just didn't know in a game how they were going to respond.
We knew coming into this that Sean Lewis's offense was special at Kent State. What he was doing with these pieces was outstanding. And afterward, of course, we heard from P-Man, Coach Prime.
Presented by Coors Light. Coors Light, mountain cold refreshment made to chill. Celebrate responsibly.
You know, I always promote all my kids. I really think we got a couple guys that should be front runners for the Heisman right now. That's how I feel. And I want to promote my kids at all costs. We got a couple of them who did what they did today. Dylan is a dog, man. But you're going to consistently see what he does on a weekly basis, because this is how he practices. This is how Travis practices. This is how Shedeur practices. And I'm about to get comfortable in a minute. Because guess what? These young men in there right now, they believe. Not all of them believed before, but right now, they came up one by one, twos by twos. Coach, we believe. Now they believe. Now Boulder believes. People in the front office, people in the building, the fans, the students. Now everybody want to believe. I'm good with that. We got room.
There's Coach Prime, his postgame press conference. Buffaloes win the Prime era opener, 45-42 over number 17 TCU here at Fort Worth. By the way, first road victory over a top 25 team since 2019 at number 24, Arizona State. The magnitude, the Prime effect that we've talked about so much. Whatever it was before, it's diminished compared to what it's going to be now moving forward.
That's right. And the demands and the attention that everybody's going to get, and he'll spend his time just making sure that their heads are straight.
Yeah.
Everybody else, coaches' heads are straight, et cetera. But that'll be a big demand. But they got a lot of football to play, and that every coach will go home and say, they'll go to a meeting tomorrow and they say, here's what we didn't do well, here's what we didn't do well, and here's what we got to work on, and that's just coaching. But something like this, you know, I was asked what would be a significant season. I said, beat somebody you're not supposed to beat.
There you go. There you go.
They started pretty quick.
And I was just going to say, that was a very good football team they beat today.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
There wasn't a lead change until 3 minutes left in the third quarter.
How about that?
And then all of a sudden,
bang.
there were 6.
Yeah.
So it was amazing game to watch.
Yeah. How about the defensive side of the ball? The defense you know, started to bend there in the second half, but got that great stop on 4th down for a turnover on downs. They made some big plays.
Well, you and I were talking. I said that we only get whoever gets the stop is going to win the game, and we got the stop.
Right.
We won the game, and you know that's what they need to play to. They need to understand they got the stop. You know, I don't care what happened up to that point. When they had to do it, they got the stop.
Give me a word for Travis Hunter.
I don't have one word for Travis Hunter. I mean, I told you, I haven't seen a better dude at football than him ever.
That interception he had in this game was otherworldly. 4 players, including Travis, over 100 yards receiving in this contest. Dylan Edwards, a freshman, over 100 yards receiving, had 4 touchdowns, 3 passing, 1 rushing. Nebraska next week. 100th year of Colorado football at Folsom Field. Nebraska coming to town off this win. Prime's debut.
You know what? I think you should save that question for Bobby Pesavento.
You think so?
Because he's had the answer to Nebraska.
It is going to be, as our friend Alfred Williams says, it's going to be off the chain next week. There is no doubt about it. Nebraska coming to town. They're 0-1. They lost the close with Minnesota. The Buffaloes victorious in their season opener, 45-42 over number 17 TCU. Early game again next week. 8 o'clock pregame, 10 o'clock kickoff, Buffs and Huskers. What else can you ask for?
I'll see you at 5:30.
I know. He'll be there early. That's Coach Jerry BARNETT. Bobby Pesavento is going to join us next here at the Buffalo Stampede.